The Strong Coast NRT fosters food, energy, and water solutions with coastal communities. Our project integrates engineering, infrastructure, the environment, socio-cultural context, and considers their interactions rather than an assembly of isolated parts. Our team members gain experience integrating sociocultural dynamics and meaningful engagement of community stakeholders in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Tampa Bay, Barbados, and Belize.
Our NRT has 4 objectives around themes of systems thinking, food, energy, water systems, community engagement, and professional development for both students and faculty. For systems thinking, our objective is to provide resources and training for interdisciplinary and systems-based teaching, and research that will result in original and impactful work.
Systems thinking can be described as a set of gears. There are various components and they are all interconnected. Some gears are large, while some are small, and all are important and necessary.
We recently submitted a paper to the American Society of Engineering Education on how our systems thinking skills grew over a year through our weekly Strong Coast Engage seminars, an intensive 2-week field experience in Belize, and an interdisciplinary course where we were introduced to the software Vensim. We are now getting ready to submit interdisciplinary challenge grants that must demonstrate our systems thinking framework.
For food, energy, water systems, our objective is for students to gain new knowledge about the fused nexus within ridge-to-reef contexts.
Including stakeholders in the decision-making process and considering the many ways problems cut across different communities and identities is the only path to a truly sustainable future. Strong Coast emphasizes facilitating relationships with stakeholders to understand their needs and desires relative to the complex system of fused dynamics they're a part of.
The most memorable part of the Fuse Global course in Belize was interacting with the different people there. As an engineer, we don't typically focus as much on community engaged studies as some fields would. And for me, it was a really eye-opening experience to get to know all of these different people and hear their stories and interact with them in both an engineering and an anthropologic mindset.
In terms of professional development, our objective is to mainstream individualized professional development for both trainees and faculty. Our Strong Coast cohort identified science communication and science policy as key professional development skills.
During science policy and science communication workshops, we learned how to present research to different groups of people, such as researchers, policymakers, and laypersons.
Our faculty gain experience teaching new courses focused on FUSE. Our new classroom-based course brought together students from a variety of fields, anthropology, environmental engineering, geosciences, and urban planning, to learn how systems thinking has been developed in different disciplines, practice creatively representing system dynamics in visual and simulation model forms, and to understand the state of science on FUSE in order to push research in new directions. Students designed and wrote proposals for new interdisciplinary collaborative team projects in our field sites with our partners in Florida, Belize, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Barbados. Several of these projects will be carried out in summer 2020.